I figured I would be back, you know, within an hour at most. And then started describing my symptoms to the doctor, and she was like, "Oh, we're gonna like admit you to the hospital this afternoon because this sounds like really serious, and we want to make sure we get this checked out as soon as possible." And I swear to God, like, I don't know, I cried like 3 times yesterday. That was the first time to hear after, you know, a week and a bit of trying to impress upon doctors that, like, I know I look like Superman right now. I've been putting in a lot of good work on the Peloton. But, like, I feel like felt like being heard by a medical professional for the first time in this whole ordeal. I mean, I understand why doctors can't just, like, take you on face value when you come in. And I'm like, I have a, you know, I don't go in and describe what I think I have. I go in and I describe my symptoms and try to lead the doctor to the conclusion that I've already gotten from WebMD, the way God intended. But we finally came to a shared understanding, and that felt pretty good. Yeah, we don't know precisely what it is yet. And again, this is, I don't want to put the whole system on trial. The stool sample that I submitted on June 20th, and I like my doctor. It's not really like my doctor that I'm mad at, but like I do want to talk to her and be like, so what are you, like, what is the proper use case for like a family doctor right now? Like, I'm happy that we have a place for our daughter to get her routine vaccinations and stuff like that. But apart from that, I feel like you're just there so my wife can get pamphlets on like grief counseling after I die from sepsis after being medically neglected. Like, I otherwise don't really understand what role you're serving in this system right now. Final. Dude, that's the 3rd time I've said that exact joke about the grief counseling pamphlets and the sepsis. I tried it in a group chat. I got no response. Maybe people thought it was too macabre. I tried it in the Discord. I got no response. Maybe people thought it was too macabre. Or maybe they were like, oh, he's so pretentious. He knows what sepsis is. Finally, it found its audience. I had confidence that this joke had some legs, even though it's not really a joke. I felt like I was, like, again, without being too rude, I was like, this can't be the way that they, like, designed the system. I, like, call my doctor's office. Hey, I'm urgently awaiting the results of some, but the tests, well, I mean, like, if you want to get into the true farce of things, okay? Like, I signed up for the app on, like, Saturday to see if I could get the results. And then in order to actually verify my identity, you have to record like a little video where you look into the camera and then you say your full name and your birth date, and then you smile, and then you repeat like a phrase that they give you, right? Hold on, this is a weird run so far. I'll take it. Let's do deals with the devil. So I did all that, and then they were like, okay, we'll have someone review your application as soon as possible. Yeah, let's go back and get birthright. They gave sympathy the right way, which was like, hey, hope you get well soon. And then I got a lot of messages that I like did not know how to interpret. For example, here's a message that's not nice to read when you're in the hospital, although I can understand why you might think it's nice to have written it. Hey, this man's videos have been a part of my life for 8 years. I don't know what I would do if something happened to him. Well, I appreciate that comment. I would be fucking dead, but I'm sure like it would be really hard for you to find like another Twitch streamer to watch. I'd be like, I'm gonna endeavor not to die for like my own personal reasons, but also simultaneous. Then people, like, the whole subreddit is like, get well soon, get well soon. Hey, hey, Napoleon, by the way, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Napoleon's not canceled, right? I can say Napoleon. He's like old enough that it's just like the things that he did that was bad, we just sort of look back as idiosyncratic instead of truly troubling. No, he's canceled? Okay, never mind. Fuck you. Thanks for the gifted subs, you damn tyrant. Okay. But, like, half of the threads on the subreddit are like, hey, you know, as per Kate's tweets, NL's just been admitted to the hospital, get well soon. And then, like, some of the replies are like, damn, Little Caesar really got to him. Rip. By the way, just kidding, get well soon, lol. I'm like, okay, when's your Netflix special come out? That's an insult, because I think in the current state of Netflix, they probably would give someone who's not funny a special at this point. Hey, and barbecue sauce, thank you as well. Thank you. There was like oh no, I wanted Squeezy. Somebody said, like, I'm out of the loop. What did he get diagnosed with? And then the top comment was like, rapid onset hair loss. And then, like, immediately below that, it spawned like a base level conversation on the role of comedy in society. Hey guys, stop with the downvotes. Just because somebody's being humorous doesn't mean they can't also be sympathetic to what NL's going through. And you're just like, I'm in the damn hospital right now. Can you just fucking chill out for like a day? Can you just chill out for 2 seconds? Hey, Brax too. Thank you as well. Like, why are you guys attracting so much attention? This is supposed to be my day. And you can't stop but attracting the attention. But then, like, also on the subreddit, like, in between those threads, there'd be a thread that's like, hey, did he say when he's gonna play the Cuphead DLC? And I'm like, maybe I fucking wanna die, man. Oh, you're in the hospital. That excuse again. Okay, why don't you just say you're not gonna play the Cuphead DLC, and then, you know, just say no, and then I'll stop asking. Just kidding. Anyway, so, like, that was my day yesterday. Did they cure the baldness? Really good one. It's a hilarious joke. It's probably, like, the funniest joke I've ever heard. And get this, it's also the first time. And I would say, in spite of it being the first time, it's the most appropriate time I could possibly imagine hearing it as well. What humor school did you go to land such unbelievable punchlines at such impeccable times? I got another one for you. This one, you can use it for free in your Netflix special. Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 ate 9. That one's on the house. You could put that, I would say that's probably like a minute 20 sort of bit once you finish your 20 minutes of politically ambiguously riffing on vaccines and vaccine mandates and saying stuff like, you know, I joked though. It's been a crazy couple of years, am I right? I mean, like, this COVID stuff and the vaccines, dude, and like the one-way arrows in the Albertsons aisles. What? I mean, I'm not saying like one way or the other, like where I stand on it, but like, you remember they had those stickers on the ground where you would have to like stand in line and be like, it's like you just got a 3-piece chicken tender from White Spot, right? Or Triple O's. You're at the Canucks game. Some dude gets his neck sliced open by a skate. Refs, I'm eating. Can we clean up all that blood on the ice? I'm trying to eat my chicken tenders and fries from Triple O's. This man had the audacity to have a medical incident on the ice that I find not conducive to maintaining my appetite. Hey, Bombersis. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Iron City eggs. I see light. It's not pronounced Rainier. Come on. Antibod. Mandelbaum. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. Wait, so Dan, I obviously, congratulations on defeating Melania. Mrs. Knaus, did you, hold on. Don't mind if I do. I mean, did you fight another boss today? Or did you just call Comcast business? that like, you know, all millennial jokes they're like 17 paragraphs long, and they start with like a premise that you agree upon, and then they end at some like ridiculous punchline hedged in wordplay or something like that. And then every Zoomer joke is like a jar of peanut butter, but they switch the P and the B, so it says peanut butter. The peanut butter just coming in off the top of the dome piece was like, that was a moment of divine inspiration for me. And just to be clear, I think peanut butter is like way funnier than like the average millennial humor, which is like there's like school cinemas have started banning teens in suits from seeing Minions. Okay, so why are they banning them? Because there's some troublemakers that throw bananas at the screen. Okay, you shouldn't be throwing bananas at the screen. Full stop. Top comments in the thread, social media is a cancer. One day they'll analyze TikTok the same way they analyze cigarettes and hard drugs for the effects that it has on the mind. Bro, is 16-year-old boys wearing suits to the Minions movie? How fucking old are you, idiot? Shut up. We got real problems going on in society. Is a child wearing a suit to see a children's movie in the theater, and you're like, ugh, I hate society. Where do you find out what adults are doing, dipshit? It's literally meaningless. Like, it should have no impact on your life whatsoever. It's not like you were doing better shit when you were 16. Don't be ridiculous. I was very appreciative of the relative sanity in my life growing up. There were other people in the thread that commented like some of the most insane things I've ever seen in my life. Like, for example, one person was like, my mom was like this. When I was 6 years old, I came home from school and I had a straw, and she asked me, is that straw for doing cocaine? To a 6-year-old? That, like, in the first grade? How's a first grader gonna get cocaine, man? Is that stuff like really expensive? I don't think they're just giving it out like, well, in Vancouver maybe. I don't know. We'll see how this next municipal election goes. Am I right? Oh man. Also, like, I love the idea that, like, if your kid has a straw, the number one thing is, like, let me guess, cocaine. I'm such an idiot as a parent that I would probably be like, let me guess. It's a good sign when a toddler is able to lie. It's like indicative of a milestone in their social development. This is like, I don't know. I mean, the greatest lie we ever told as a society is that, like, lying is bad. That the net effect of lying is probably good on society. Sometimes the truth is painful and is not worth experiencing depending on the severity of the situation. Like, if your friend comes to you and they've already bought a dress and they say, do you like it? What are you gonna say? No. They obviously like it. They already bought it. The barrier to them returning the dress, the only thing they're going to get out of it is store credit anyway. Nobody's going to give you a full refund for clothes in cash these days. Are you seeing the economy? You just say, wow, that looks great. Maybe it's a weird take, but I feel like in general, most lies are probably good. Like, they probably produce a net positive effect on society. Your mother-in-law spends all afternoon cooking you a food. You eat it. It tastes bad. She says, do you like it? You say, oh my God, it's so good. Why would you tell the truth in that situation? Some situations you should tell the truth. A lot of situations you should tell the truth. Many situations you should lie. That's at least my take on it. If you lie, if you tell the truth, maybe she'll cook better next time. That's a very naive look, I think. Once someone hits like 25, what you see is what you get, man. Nobody's like... The only thing you're gonna do is turn somebody into an enemy instead of a friend. So, you know, in this mother-in-law situation, my mother-in-law is like 63 years old. If she cooked me something and it didn't taste good, and then I said like, oh, it tastes horrible, the only thing I'm gonna do is hurt her feelings. It's not like she's gonna be like, thank you for your prompt and honest feedback, Redditor. I'm gonna enroll in a cooking class immediately in order to solve this perceived problem with my life, because I got fucking nothing else going on ever. So I really appreciate I understand that life, basically the pursuit of life is to just constantly be ironing out your flaws at all times and never actually have time to enjoy yourself. So I appreciate you adding another thing onto my already incredibly cramped to-do list. No, you psycho. You just say, wow, this is really good. And you move on. Yeah, you honestly like say thank you for making me food. It's a vibe to not be having to cook for myself. Wow, this is really good, but next time why don't you add more salt? So my mother-in-law, born and raised in Korea, moved to Canada when she was in her 40s. She cooks me some Korean food for lunch. And then me, a white guy, lived 1 year in Korea, takes one bite, and I'm gonna be like, maybe a little more gochujaro next time. You listen to yourself for like 2 fucking seconds? That's insane. I'm not gonna do that. I think you need to add more melchi next time. You just say, that tastes delicious. Thank you so much. And then what do you do if she cooks it for you again? You fucking eat it and say, wow, that's really good. Because you're like an adult. Maybe you gotta eat that shit like once every 8 months for the next 20 years. If it bothers you that much, you just eat as much as you can, and then you go to McDonald's drive-thru on the way home. Welcome to adulthood, motherfucker. Strap in, you got like 60 years of this shit. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You go around telling the truth to everybody. You trying to speed run adulthood? I wish you the best. It's amazing. You have such a great eye for fashion. You're clothes shopping with your friend. She steps out of the dressing room wearing the very same dress. She says, what do you think of this? You go, I'm not sure it really is a good fit for you. I think we should keep looking. It's all about you got to look at the situation. Why lie in the first situation? I can only take this question as sincere, so I'm going to answer it sincerely. Someone who has already purchased the product and is excited to show it off to you probably does not want your honest feedback because they've already purchased. And I think that's the spirit of most human interaction. Okay, this is going a bit too far. Okay, then stop asking about it. This is not how normal conversations go. It's not one person speaking to 10,000 people and then fielding 1,000 bad faith questions from chat designed to tilt everybody. Usually, one person would just say something. Everybody else will be like, okay, I either agree with that and say I agree with it, or I disagree with that and say, well, maybe, and then... Okay, well played, well played. I have seen some good porcupine runs. I've seen some good ones, and I've run some myself. Not porcupine, hedgehog, whatever. Hey, dude, okay. I've had some controversial takes today. Here's a real controversial one for you. Porcupine and hedgehog, much like crocodile and alligator, same species. Stop trying to delineate between the same guy. Extremely false? Okay. Here's the thing. Porcupine and hedgehog are not even close. Dictionary history of the damn pony. Nobody cares, man. Look, we lived. What about apes? Well, now we're getting a little bit more into the weeds. I think that because we're humans and we're the species that is making the names, we should have a human-centric model for naming. So I think that we should just start calling it, like, gorilla should be like strong, hairy dude. And then orangutan should be like hairy, orange dude. And then, like, the monkeys, we call them like tiny dude with a bright red ass. I don't remember what that species is called right now, but it should be human-like creature with an insanely bright red ass, two enormously bright red butt cheeks on the back. Oh, do you stand by this take that you made under duress 7 years ago with 2,000 people pressing you about it? No, fuck off. Get out of here. Close your damn NL referential spreadsheet you got open. Get a life. This is crazy, man. You were shitting your pants 5 days ago? That was for medical reasons, okay? It's illegal to make fun of me for that. Okay, this frilled dragon is gonna go fucking off, dude. Take one of those. Take one of these. Well, you have a faint trigger as well, my friend. And have presently left it alone. I'm not taking level 2 long shark nose, okay? It's not necessary. We need the faint triggers for you. Although, no. You know what? Take some +2 attack instead. That's way more valuable. Sure. Give it a try. Good is a stretch. How about alliteration in song titles? Lush Life. Amy Winehouse, Ariana Grande, Coldplay, Doja Cat, Justin Bieber, Kendrick Lamar, Lana Del Rey. How about Bob Seger, Joe Cocker, Toby Keith, Nickelback? Like, can we get some real artists up here? Sorry, let me put on my sunglasses and start streaming from inside of my truck. I meant real music, okay? Real music. The Eagles, Hotel California. I give up. What else? The history of shit music videos. That looks pretty shitty. Love Yourself, Justin Bieber. Rather Be, Clean Bandit, and Jess Glynn. My hypothesis, you're Jess Glynn. This is Clean Bandit and Jess Glynn. You're Christina Perri. This is Justin Bieber. He's insane. He's insane. He's insane. It's just that easy. 76%. That is not Jess Glynn. That's just a lady. Well, she's Jess Glynn now as far as I'm concerned. Okay, hold on. I'm looking for more. Those are pretty good. I mean, the 80s, I don't know. I think the 80s, we've just seen too much of it, man. I don't need to see the 80s anymore. Please do the 80s. I'm sick of pretending like the shit that came out in that decade like deserves to be relevant culturally forever, though. Like, can we not just bury it, put it to rest? There's some good stuff. There's some shit stuff. Like everybody knows. Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. Let's do it then. Okay. 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 Get away. I guess I'll do another pop culture quiz if you're gonna twist my arm. So you got "Take on Me" by Aha. I don't know it. It's a Prince song. This is Car. We got the beat. Oh, dude, don't even get me started on the Go-Go's. "Our Lips Are Sealed" is a classic. "You're the One That I Want" from Greece. That's Olivia Newton-John. That's Beck. That's Led Zeppelin. "Copacabana"? That's Barry Manilow. Way better than any damn Tame Impala. I'm going to say this is Prince. I'm going to say this is Kanye West. I'm going to say this is Weezer, based on all the Weezer